Okay, this is what's going on. L.A.R movement still moving. This blog is entitled "It's Silly to Compare Black and White." You know, I'm all for having pride in yourself and your people, whatever yourself and your people are. But as a black man, I'm gonna tell you, I get so sick of hearing us always having to compare ourselves to white people. Black people do this, and compared to white people, it's like this. And white people do this, and compared to black people, it's like this. How many? Look, when we hear white people say that, we all say, how many black people you know? So let's reverse the question. How many white people do you know? Like, how many white families you hanging out with? Like, how many white, seriously, how many of your best buds are white? How many of those kids do you know on a first name basis and come to your house and kick it? Play Scrabble and Xbox and Wii. What the fuck do you know about all these white families? Like, seriously. White people have better relationships. Maybe they just don't air out their business in public. They get divorced just as much as everybody else. White people know about being stable and having stability. You ain't never seen a black person stable? Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like if you black, everything that's great is white, and everything that's subpar is black. And have you looked in the mirror lately? Like, what are you doing? You comparing yourself to white people and using made up standards, and hopefully you meet these made up standards so it makes you special black or some shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I said it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being you. Ain't nothing wrong with being black. Ain't nothing wrong with being white. Ain't nothing wrong with being Asian. Ain't nothing wrong with being Native American, Mexican. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. So, but I doubt, even though this is supposed to be a melting pot, we don't all hang out together. We're not in everybody's house and family. You don't see everybody's friends of different races at people's family reunions that often. Go to the club. You don't see a mixed club most of the time. There's the white club, the black club, the Asian club, the Latin club. Come on now. Go to restaurants. People sit with their own. It's just like in high school. You go to the lunch table with your people. Who the fuck you? Just because you met a couple people outside your race, you have no idea the vastness of any other race but your own. Because that's who you spend most of your time with. Unless you was one of the people that was sheltered from your own people. And that, hey, you got nothing to say about that. But to keep comparing, let me explain something to y'all about statistics. Because people like to throw out statistics. If you want to throw out statistics on stuff, here's the first rule of statistics. Anything can be skewed any way to make any point. Meaning, I can make the number say whatever I want to say. Because all I got to do is just change what I'm saying. %70 of black women are single. And it's more black men in jail than there is in college. And but nobody asked the real question. If 70% of black women are single, do all of them not have a boyfriend? They got people in their life. There's more black men in jail than there is college. And these are both ridiculous statistics, by the way. Well, college age is maybe from 18 to 25. Jail went from 18 to 70. I'm just saying. And even those numbers wasn't, but use your brain. If you want to compare yourself to somebody, compare yourself to yourself last year. And hopefully you're better this year than you was last year. That's so difficult. Because I'm telling you, white people like, okay, if you need to make yourself good, feel good by comparing yourself to somebody you think is better than you, and you're using them as a template for self improvement, then what does that have to do with race? Tell me. You know, because everybody's race has great positives and great negatives in the past, in the present, and in the future. So until you can figure out your positives for your race, don't compare your race to nobody else. Don't compare yourself to another race. It's a total different social structure. How you gonna compare yourself to being black to white when you know that's two totally different social dynamics? That's like me comparing my black life to an Asian life. We have two totally different cultures, and society treats us two totally different ways. Why would I compare myself? On what scale? You ain't never heard of driving while Asian. They didn't deal with police brutality. Their kids are stereotyped as smart. Their kids are not thrown in detention for being smart. They're praised. I mean, all I'm saying, compare yourself to you. And if you ain't about shit, then shit. You ain't about shit. That's all I mean. And if you great, be happy. Don't worry.